Well, thanks, Corey. It's a Colorado guy and a Montana guy. I have no jacket on here today. We feel like we're at 10,000 feet in July right now in our respective states. But, Corey, thanks for those encouraging words. When I moved back to Bozeman, my mom and dad moved back to Bozeman in 1964. I was a year old. Bozeman was a town of about 15,000 people. Little sleepy town in Montana. Today, Bozeman's the fastest growing micropolitan in America. And why is that? It's because of the quality of life that we have in places like Montana, like Colorado, and it's because of programs like LWCF that allow us to access these public lands. Corey talked about the landlocked public lands that we don't have access to. In Montana, that's 1.5 million acres that the public can't access. That's what LWCF allows us to unlock. I've got an example of that. In fact, it was Edith Peak project just outside of Missoula. I was there in September. The Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, working with LWCF and our conservation groups, were able to acquire a piece of land that was an inholding of private land, and we're able then to turn that into public land. So now our elk hunters have a place to go in wonderful elk habitat. And Montana is still a place where a mom or a dad, a grandma or a grandpa, can take that kid down to Walmart and buy an elk tag. We hunt on our public lands in Montana, and we're grateful for it. We talk about the economy. In Montana, it's $7 billion, the outdoor economy. It's tens of thousands of jobs. It's companies like Sitka and Sims. They're now located in my hometown of Bozeman because of the quality of life. We have the quality of life because we have access to our public lands. We have access to our public lands because we have important programs like LWCF that allows that to happen. On October 2nd, we passed Senate Bill 569. I serve on the Energy and Natural Resources Committee. And thanks to senators on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats, we moved that important piece of legislation through that is permanent reauthorization of the CF, mandatory and full funding. That's the bill that came out of the Senate. And to quote Cory Gardner and Richard Burr and others, it cost the taxpayer zero. This should not be a tough debate, but that's the debate we're in right now. And as Corey said, let's get these lame ducks to start flying. Let's get this done before the end of the day. We need to finish the job. And to tell you what, we've got a wonderful lands package. We've got the Yellowstone Gateway bill that Senator Tester introduced, that permanent withdrawal to protect that beautiful area outside of Chico, Montana, just on the back door of Yellowstone National Park, as well as our National Park maintenance bill. We've got some exciting legislation for the conservation community here to move forward. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, it's the right thing to do for our quality of life. Let's finish the job.